Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do, gang? We live. We back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know why I'm here, bringing you another edition of the starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we do, you know it's a lineup review. Going over our best lineup from yesterday's slate, what we did right, what we did wrong, so on and so forth. So listen, man, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn notification bells on. You in the right spot, man. It's the best kept secret in daily fantasy sports. The Golden Goose DFS show. Y'all do me one small favor. Hit that thumbs up, man. You know, start your Wednesday off with a gesture of kindness. You know how we do over here. Let's get to it. Last night, solid night on both sites. Made money on FanDuel. Doubled up on DK. But my lineup I got pulled up for you, man. This is my single entry. We got so unlucky. This not my best lineup. I just wanted to show y'all this because unlucky. Should have had a single entry takedown, or at least been almost there. But best lineup right here in this single entry contest. Not my best lineup on the night, but this single entry contest put up 293. Two snowflakes kept me from possibly taking it down. The winning score over here was 355. All I need is 30 points from these two. Very doable from these two guys. These two guys just give me 30 points. We in there. I think we walk in the first place. But or second, we top three at least with these. If these two guys just give me 30, but got very unlucky, man. Marcus Morris. About 30 minutes before the last game tip off, they say he's questionable, illness, not feeling well. I knew that was a bad sign. I was just pretty much stuck right here. There's no way I could go. I had Marcus Morris and Gafford. Only thing I could do, which is what I did, and this was my main lineup. So I had this in a couple of spots. So in a couple of my other spots, I went down to Reddish here, and all I could do was get Avdia here. That didn't work out. This lineup still did better than that. So, but once Marcus Morris was listed as questionable, I knew that wasn't a good sign. I tweeted out, get him out if you could. If not, just roll with him. I hope he plays. Let this be a lesson to you, even though I couldn't do it in this spot. That's why you always have your late guys down here in your utility spots, the utility guard, utility forward, and just the utility in general. You want to have them down here, but in this particular lineup, I couldn't because I wanted Hauser and Chris Middleton. Both of those guys are small forward, only small forward eligible. So having those two, I had to put Marcus Morris here. Couldn't get him in his open forward spot. If I had him in his open forward spot around here, I really could have made a little better lineup and definitely cashed over here. But if you caught the starting five on DK last night, you know I went with who was it? Lillard, Brogdon, Middleton, Marcus Morris Sr., and Wendell Carter Jr. Like I said, my main line. This was my main line. I've had this in 3 different contests last night, couple of different single entries. But at the top, Drew Holiday, 5% on. Listen, I want to get some Drew Holiday here because I really thought this game was going to be a blowout. And if you watch my channel, you know I tell you, if it's going to be a blowout, you want to look at the other guys, not the starter, not the superstar, because they pretty much going to get theirs. The blowouts come from when the other guys have big games. But like I said, the game didn't go like that. The Celtics actually stayed in here and fought hard. We got a high-scoring battle, which still definitely helped Drew Holiday. Got him at 6% on. He gave us 64 fantasy points. Big night from him. One of the best fantasy points per dollar performers yesterday. Definitely helped us out. Malcolm Brogdon, 47%. The Celtics were just so short-handed. Everybody was going there for value. You kind of had to and pick out the right ones. So we got Brogdon. He gave us 36 fantasy points. Solid from him. Sam Hauser came in at 38%. Solid performance from him. 32. Marcus Morris, I don't want to talk about it. Wendell Carter Jr. was just trying to get different with my center play. I know it was a lot of different ways you could go at center. Wanted to go Wendell Carter Jr. to get a little lower on center. Got him at 8% on. He gave us 43 fantasy points. Nice performance from him. Dame at 60, right at 59% was solid. 63 burger from him. Chris Middleton was solid as well, 5,400, gave you 37 fantasy points, worked out well, and then just Gafford, just got unlucky with Gafford. First of all, he had 5 fouls in 15 minutes. I didn't see the game. I kind of went to bed. I was tired. I want to know who he was fouling. Because the Portland doesn't have anybody down low. They don't play inside out like that. They don't go. Their offense is ran from up top. The guards, a lot of shooting, things of that nature. So who was he fouling? Like, I gotta see the highlights and see what happened. But just super unlucky. Had him at 3% on, man. As you can see, man, how it need to be with single entry. You see Chalky in like 4 spots, different than 4 other spots. I probably could have got Chalky in some of these spots too. Probably could have went with some of the Grant Williams and all that. But I knew the Lillard, Brogdon, Hauser. I knew that was gonna be super chalk. I knew some people were gonna get the Middleton as well because his minutes been creeping up lately. So I wanted to try to get different in a few spots. Couldn't eat all the chalk. But there you have it, man. 293. Like I said, still a great night on DK. We doubled up on our buy-in over there. FanDuel, now this was my best lineup. Y'all know I've been heavy on that 222, 25 max contest, 20 max contest when they feel like it. Damian Lillard at the top though, 57 fantasy points. Got some De'Aaron Fox here. 43 fans. I'm just trying to get different pay up options over here. Derek White at 50%, of course, crushed with no Brown and Tatum over there. 53 fantasy points for him at 50% ownership. Went back to Jalen Suggs, man. I just ran him back from the night before. You know, Monday night I tweeted out once Cole Anthony was out to get you some Jalen Suggs. It didn't quite work out for him. I went right back to the well tonight. Got him at 4% on. Gave me 35 fantasy points. Nice from him. And like he was like 3,900 over here. 4,200 on my back. He was like 4,800. He was 39 on DK. I had him in a bunch of spots over there. But got the Suggs. He was solid. Paul George disappointed in a high scoring game. Kawhi was the way to go, but it was one of my Twitter followers. I said Twitter followers. One of my Twitter followers had tweeted out that Paul George and Kawhi was on a minutes limit. I know that was I've heard the same thing, but I think they still getting 30 plus minutes. I didn't know they might not go crazy with 36 minutes, but I was just hoping Ty Lue was lying and wouldn't hold them to any minutes limit. They said limited minutes, but they never specified an amount. So I figured it'd be good to see over 30. They did. Paul George just didn't work out here in this spot against the Golden State Warriors. Chris Middleton again, of course, 34 fantasy points for him at 11% on. Drew Eubanks gave you 33 fantasy points down here. Grant Williams, of course, and then this particular one I went Mike Muscala. Once we saw that crazy starting lineup from Boston, man, got Mike Muscala in here as well at 29 fantasy points. So 347 over here on FanDuel. Like I said, solid night over here. Let's get to today's slate. Now, I'm going to let you know. Get ready. These next 2 days, get ready. Listen, it's coming up on All-Star. I'm going very light tonight. Probably 2 lineups on DraftKings, 2 lineups on FanDuel until All-Star break, because you gonna listen. All these questionable tags is live to sit, because they might just sit guys and give them the extra rest. A lot of people don't. It's only like 3 games tomorrow, so they might go and give some guys some extra rest. So I look at a lot of these questionable tags as a good chance of resting here. Even if guys play, some guys might mail it in. It's not going to go how you think it's going to go. I done seen this show too many times now. It's going to be a wild couple nights if you playing tonight and tomorrow, man. You going to have a guy in a great spot, superstar. He might just mail it in for you, getting ready for the All-Star break. There's no telling what's going to happen. So be live, be cautious. It's going to be a light 2 days for me. But let's get into this starting 5. At the top, I want to look at Malcolm Brogdon. It's looking like Derek White may be out. To say he's having trouble hearing out of his ear, left ear, right. I don't know which one it was, but prayers up for that one. Hope that's all right. And he stayed behind. Now, we don't know if he comes and join the team or whatever they say, however that may go. But I think he sits out here in this spot. And you know Brown is out, and there's a possibility that Tatum is out. He is questionable. He could be back. But either way, man, I'm going to like Malcolm Brogdon. If Tatum plays, I still like him. It's mainly based on Derek White. If Derek White is out, you can give me Malcolm Brogdon. There's a chance Marcus Smart comes back tonight. I don't know why they would do that for 1 game. Like I said, it's about to be an All-Star break. Even if he plays, I think he's limited because he's been out for so many games and with an ankle injury. So I know his conditioning ain't all the way there. So even if he plays, he's still limited. As long as White is out, man, I'm on Malcolm Brogdon. He's going to be a big part of his offense. If Tatum plays, he's going to be the number 2 scorer left out there. And if Tatum sits, he's going to be the number 1 scorer left out there. So I'm just all over Malcolm Brogdon again today at 6K. At the shooting guard, I want to look at Devontae Graham. 4K. Been playing solid minutes, man. Upwards of 26, 27. He's in that 27 to 30 minute range, man. If he's gonna continue to see those minutes, especially in the lovely matchup against the Charlotte Hornets, I do not mind getting the Devontae Graham at 4K, especially with a lot of those Spurs players still out over there as well. Get some exposure to him as well. Small forward, man, the thumbnail. It's a Zach LaVine day for me. No DeMar DeRozan. A great matchup against the Pacers. This is Indiana. I mean, this is a Zach LaVine type game here against Indiana. I need them to push the pace, get up and down. Zach LaVine can get in transition threes, get to the cup. I like all that, especially if Miles Turner doesn't play. That'll leave little to no rim protection down there for the Pacers. So Zach LaVine can shoot the three ball and get to the rim at will. I just think he has a nice game here in this spot going into the All-Star break. Definitely like Zach LaVine at 8,500 with no DeMar DeRozan. At the power forward, I think we can go back to Jimmy Butler. Power forward position is tough again today, but there's no Tyler Hero. Great matchup against the Brooklyn Nets, and I just think with no Tyler Hero, Butler's forced to do more as you've seen him in years past. He was knocking on the door of a triple-double last time with no Hero. I think he finished 1 assist short. He's very live for a triple-double here in this spot. Great matchup, like I said, going against the Brooklyn Nets. I do not mind getting Jimmy Butler here in this spot. And at the center, 5,100, give me Zach Collins. I don't care that there's no more Plumlee down there. I pick on centers against the Charlotte Hornets. I know a lot of people will probably go the other side to Mark Williams. I like Zach Collins here because I think he's more offensively inclined. Even if he's not, he definitely he's probably going to take more shots than Mark Williams. You know, they both live for double-doubles. I expect Mark Williams to get more of the ownership. So, pivoting down here to Zach Collins, he didn't really have a monster game out last time. So, hopefully people are off of him and go more to Mark Williams route. But I like getting Zach Collins here at 5,100. There you have it, man. Your starting five on DK, Malcolm Brogdon, Devontae Graham, Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler, and Zach Collins. Let's go take a look at FanDuel, see what we're feeling over there. If you haven't hit that like button, man, what you waiting on? Come on, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Let's get it. At the point guard, I'm just staying with LaMelo. If he's going to continue to be under 10K over here on FanDuel, I take advantage of those 7. 9 over here. I don't mind this price. Great matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. Plenty of fantasy goodness to be had in this game. At the shooting guard, I'm staying with Malcolm Brogdon. 5,600, $400 cheap over here. He's the better player on FanDuel. Like I said, I just expect him to be the number 1 scorer on the team or possibly number 2 scorer, depending on what Tatum and White do. But if Tatum and White is out, I don't care if Marcus Smart plays. Like I said, he's going to be limited. This is going to be the Brogdon show. It'll be Brogdon and Pritchard up top if White sits more than likely. If Smart plays, it'll probably be Smart and Pritchard for a little bit. They just don't like to start Malcolm Brogdon, but the minutes should be there, man. I like him at 5,600. At the small forward, staying with Zach LaVine. It's a thumbnail. 7,600. You know I love this price tag over here. No DeMar DeRozan is all you need to know. I have no problem playing him and Vooch together if you want to go that route. They are the main. They're going to get whatever offense the Bulls get is going to come from mainly from those two. So I'm perfectly fine playing LaVine and Vooch in the same lineup. All right. At the power forward spot, just want to look at Kenyon Martin, 5,800. We know the minutes are going to be here. It's a very solid matchup for him. He should see 30 to 35 minutes. And what I like about this matchup, it's a great game. Should be a fast-paced game. But the Thunder has no real inside presence. So that should bode well for Kenyon Martin's rebounds and Sengun's rebounds and Jabari Smith rebounds. So Kenyon Martin can knock on the door of a double-double here. You know the minutes going to be there. I hope he falls into some steals here, maybe a block or something. But I like Kenyon Martin at 5,800. And at the center spot, I'm going to go Mark Williams over here, 5,700. Comes in a little cheaper over here than Zach Collins. So both of those guys are good plays, man. I don't mind playing either one of them. Like I said, Zach Collins is my preference on DK. Mark Williams probably be more my preference on FanDuel just because of the price discrepancy. But like them both, man, get to any one of them. It's a great matchup. There you have it. Just starting five for FanDuel. Mark Williams, Kenyon Martin, Zach LaVine, Malcolm Brogdon, and LaMelo Ball. Get some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool, man. You know they going to be in mine. It's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's get it.